Hello kids, Daddy's here. Right now, Daddy will show you a true story film from 2001, titled Enemy at the Gates. Prepare your snacks to feel the cringe and crunch. Be a good kid and subscribe to Daddy's channel. Spoilers ahead, watch out. The film sets in 1942, a year after the German invasion of the Soviet Union during World War II. Vasily Zaitsev, a Red Army soldier, is on a train to Stalingrad. Hundreds of other soldiers, as well as various civilians, are on the train with him, including Tanya Chernova, whom Vasily notices. The civilians depart in the middle of the journey, while the soldiers arrive in the midst of the Battle of Stalingrad. They must board a boat to reach the front lines, which the enemy exploits by dropping bombs and opening fire on them as soon as they are spotted. Many soldiers collapse, prompting others to jump into the sea in an attempt to flee, only to be shot by their senior officers for deserting. Only few soldiers are handed a rifle. The other is given ammo and told to follow the soldier with a rifle. The soldiers had no idea they were on their way to their own grave. Vasily, who was given ammo, barely escapes the shootout by keeping close to the ground and pretending to be dead. The soldiers who attempt to flee are shot by their own side, who regard them as deserters and cowards. Soon the area is covered with bodies. A few moments later, a car attempts to cross the area and gets shot by a tank. Commissar Danilov emerges from it, rushing to hide inside a fountain. He's pretending to be dead and miraculously escaping death when Germans shoot at the dead bodies to ensure there are no survivors. Danilov meets Vasily, who also hiding there. Vasily moves behind a hole in the fountain wall as another car with soldiers comes, and as soon as he hears an explosion, he begins shooting each German one by one on the head. After they have been rescued and taken back to headquarters, Danilov prints a series of pamphlets detailing Vasily's heroic act. After hearing about another lose, Chairman Nikita Khrushchev arrives in Stalingrad, enraged. He expects ideas from his subordinates on how to lift up morale. Instead of punishment, Danilov proposes that they should provide hope. They need to create a hero who would inspire people to fight the nation, and Danilo already has the hero. Danilov's proposal is accepted, and he promoted to senior lieutenant. Vasily's face now appears on first page of the newspaper, promoting him as the face of the Russian army, both a national hero and a propaganda figure. During one of Vasily's mission, he and his team are discovered by a little boy named Sasha, who admires Vasily. He invites him to his house for supper, which his mother prepares. Danilov arrives shortly after, carrying letters from Vasily's fans from all the country and asking him to respond. Suddenly, Tanya, who is like a sister to Sasha, comes. Tanya is fluent in German because she studied at the university. Knowing this, Danilov enlists Tanya's assistance in deciphering German intelligence. Meanwhile, the German army is beginning to feel the effects of Vasily and his sniper team, so they call German Major Erwin Koenig, a renowned marksman and the commander of the German Army's sniper school at Zossen. He's been assigned to killing Vasily. Later, Vasily is given a task to check the department shop. Vasily shoots a shadow in the window and a helmet fall, so he enlists Ludmila's help in locating the body. As soon as they leave, the remainder of his team is shot. When they get inside, they discover a mannequin posed like a sniper. Vasily notices a cigarette stub on the ground and thinks the sniper is still lurking nearby. He believes they should remain hidden until they can devise a viable escape strategy. However, when planes begin to arrive and bomb the location, Ludmila flees, giving Koenig the perfect opportunity to shoot her. Vasily is fortunate in that he manages to flee before Koenig can shoot him. Koenig returns to his headquarters and has his shoes cleaned by Sasha, who poses as an innocent spectator but is actually sending Koenig information about Vasily, in exchange for food in the hopes that the major will trust him and reveal information about his whereabouts. When the Red Army discovers that the Germans are using Koenig, they send over Kulikov, a former student of Koenig, to educate Vasily about Koenig's tricks and assist him in killing him. A few days later, Vasily, Kulikov, and Volodya went looking for Koenig. They're on the correct track when they find a body in a shooting position, posed like the last trap. They manage to shoot two distinct repairmen. Volodya leaves his partners, but is caught in the process. Koenig tries to persuade Volodya to reveal where Vasily is hiding, but he refuses, so they dress him up and send him out to pose as another repairman. Without knowing who it is, Kulikov fires a shot at him, reveal their location purposely. He makes a helmet appear at the window, so the enemy will shoot it and reveal their location as well. The duo decides to relocate because Koenig doesn't fall for the trap, but as they jump an open section of the floor, Koenig shoots Kulikov while Vasily escapes safely. Danilov goes to see Tanya to bring her a gift and try to court her, but she surprises him by asking to be reassigned. Vasily arrives to headquarters in a foul mood because he believes Koenig is on a different level. Danilov assures him that they'll get a new team and that Vasily will be one step ahead of him the next time, so he won't have to worry. However, he asks Vasily for a favor to speak with Tanya and persuade her not to request the transfer. Tanya reveals the reason when Vasily tries to do so. She learned that her parents were among a group of prisoners executed by the Germans, and she wants to go there and fight. Meanwhile, Sasha unrealizes giving the next Vasily's position to Koenig. Koenig waits on an elevated platform, ready to kill Vasily. Then Vasily and his companion come and hide behind the pipes, drawing Koenig's attention to their location. Koenig fires at them, causing Vasily to lose his rifle and injuring his companion. Vasily sends him back to headquarters because he is unable to help him in his current state. When Vasily tries to get his rifle by tying some rope to a knife, Koenig cuts the rope with an easy shot. Suddenly, German bombers fly in dumping bombs. The glass roof is shattered, allowing Koenig to see his entire face. Vasily's companion, who has returned, tells them what happened. Hearing this, Tanya rushes to help Vasily. Vasily tells her to stay put and obey his instructions. Vasily has also been using a shard to see Koenig. He instructs Tanya to take another piece of glass and twirl it till the light reflects off of it, blinding Koenig and allowing Vasily to take his rifle and shoot him. But he fails to kill Koenig. Vasily and Tanya return to headquarters to join the rest of the soldiers in celebrating. After that, they hide under the covers and make love in the midst of the German-Soviet turmoil. The next morning, Vasily urges Danilov to cease writing about him because he wants to fight like a regular soldier. Danilov refuses to accept this, and in order to manipulate Vasily, he brings Sasha over. Vasily can't say no when the boy looks at him with such hope in his eyes, so he lets Sasha lead him to the place where Koenig would be waiting. Vasily hides among the dead bodies and waits for Koenig to appear. He spends so much time waiting until he falls asleep. When Koenig finally spots him from his hiding place, he is about to shoot him. Suddenly, a looting soldier appears between them, shifting Vasily's body as if he were dead and collecting all of his stuff including his ID. The German army come and capture this soldier. The German supervisor discovers that he took Vasily's ID, leading them to believe Vasily is dead. Koenig disagrees, but he is dismissed nevertheless. Refusing to return home, Koenig speaks with Sasha and informs him of his next location, already suspecting what is going on. When Danilov tries to talk with Tanya, the loudspeakers start announcing Vasily's death. When Danilov is about to write an announcement of Vasily's death as a hero, he reappears. After he tells how he missed his shot due to falling asleep and how he had to hide from Koenig trying to kill him, Danilov accepts his transfer. Sasha informs Vasily that he knew he was alive and told Tanya, so she's gone to find Koenig and seeks vengeance. Danilov and Vasily rush to the station to save her, but as they arrive, Vasily and Tanya kiss, which makes Danilov envious. So, instead of submitting his report about Vasily's heroism, he informs the world that Vasily has turned traitor. Koenig has realized that Sasha has been passing on information, so he captures him and hangs him as a bait for Vasily. Tanya is the one who almost falls for it when she sees the body. Vasily stops her and says he's promised he will kill him. Tanya requests a favor from Danilov, and the two of them visit Sasha's mother to help her get out of the country using a special pass Danilov obtained for her. Sasha's mother is adamant about not leaving her son behind. Instead of telling her Sasha died, they tell her he joined the Germans. She doesn't hold it against him if it means he'll be safe and depart with them. A bomb blasts near them on the way to the boat, injuring Tanya. Danilov believes she has dead and leaves. Sasha's mother convinces a doctor to let Tanya board with her by showing a special pass and claiming Tanya as her daughter. Danilov unexpectedly appears next to Vasily, believing that now that Tanya is dead, he has nothing else to live for and that humanity isn't worth saving. He sacrifices himself and comes out of hiding to make up for the lies he made up about Vasily, so Koenig may shoot him and divulge his location. Koenig assumes he's shot Vasily and walks out to check the body. Vasily is waiting for him, and as soon as he points his rifle at him, Koenig removes his hat and accepts his fate. 2 months later, after the Germans have surrendered, Vasily goes to the address listed on the letter that he got from Tanya, and the couple is reunited joyously. That's all for today, kids. Help Daddy by like and subscribe. See you on the next videos.